In this video, I would like to address and answer a question I was given after I got back from the Main Salmon. This question was given to me by a person who I rafted the Main Salmon with this year, and she was just wondering if it was, in my opinion, if it would have been alright for her to bring a RMR or Rocky Mountain Raft Storm on this trip instead of the boat she brought previously on this trip. A bit of background on the Storm: it's a very small boat. It is a 10.5 foot boat, although it does have bigger tubes on the outside of said boat. I've rafted in one once, and it was actually a really fun ride. In the context of doing a longer overnight type trip for like a week or so, I thought it would have been an okay choice for her to bring along. We got into this discussion really, and it kind of came around about to the aspect of risk management and understanding that such a little boat, about the Storm size, which is 10.6 of course, may not have been able to do the stuff that bigger boats would have done. The biggest boat we had on the trip this year, on the Main Salmon trip this year anyway, was a 16-foot double D airboat, which is an absolutely awesome boat and an awesome gear boat. The boat I had out with me on this trip was a 12-foot wave destroyer, and it was small, but I was still able to bring stuff along with me, of course. So in the context of small boats, it's all about risk management, kind of packing smart if you are wanting to kind of take this boat and take all your gear plus group gear with you on this boat. It's thinking how to pack into this boat so you're not going to overpack the boat, which is possible of course, or bringing too much gear with you and overcrowding the boat, of course. I know this gal who asked this question, and she's got a really cool setup for her Storm, which is the Storm, of course the Storm, and then she's got a small rowing frame on there as well, which is perfectly fits on this little Storm. And I've seen it just ride with the frame and her and a couple of passengers in the boat, and it looks like an awesome little boat to bring along on a river trip. So if you're thinking about bringing small boats on bigger rivers, or if a small boat, or not as really a small boat, but a boat that's not really 14 foot, not 16 foot, but like 12 foot or under, 13 foot or under. I mean, you can do it, just pack it smartly, think about how you're going to pack it, and understand that the small boat won't be able to take lines that big boat will, but the big boats also won't be able to take the lines that the little boats will. So it's again, kind of a toss-up between pros and cons about what boat you want to take on the river and how you want to use said boat on the river. Anyway, that's just my thoughts about taking small boats on rivers. I personally really enjoyed the 12-foot wave destroyer I had out in the Main this year. I thought it was an awesome boat for what I wanted to do on the river with it, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. So the next time I do the Main Salmon or any other salmon with this friend of mine, I might give her some gentle encouragement to see if she actually wants to bring the Storm out this time instead of her bigger boat, but we'll see how it goes, you know. Anyway, talk to you guys next time.